afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're here with an exciting 2 vs 2 on rails and metals here between the North Crossfire and Dezman, fighting for the Soviet Union's the glory of Comrade Stalin and the 7th Tank Corps with terror tactics, mechanized support, armor assault, combined arms army, Gat motor and mechanized support. Certainly a variety there of doctrines versus Krötentöten and Sturmtiger Ost here, fighting for the Wehrmacht for the Reich for the 7th Panzer Division with Spearhead, elite troops, close air support and Jägerarmor, which has all been chosen bulletins of a lot of MG, a lot of scout car, a lot of infantry and a lot of guardsmen. So now they're arriving here for Krötentöten. Initially for Ost it's a mix of grenadiers and MG42s. For the Russians we're just seeing, I believe, plenty of conscripts, though it looks like here Dezman himself might also be adding in some snipers perhaps. Within the first few moments as well, there's both sides basically throwing snipers at each other. By the looks of it, it's a bit of spread out here. Russians are more doing it than the Germans are sort of trying a bit harder to push down the right side. They get this point, which again is a very contested point on rails and metals. This little area here, west side, sort of see a lot less action actually. But these initially, though, as of late that has slightly changed up more and more. But initially always here fighting tends to sort of happen mostly. But MG42 sniper grenadiers moving up there. It's managed to sort of push up the pioneers here from the trench, but there we go. MG42 fire could suppress with some casualties there being inflicted. Sniper opens up, and do we get a sniper? There we go. Sniper there on the way for Dezman. Crossfire, imagine just sort of throwing in more counters to the fight as much as he can. Counters push back, counters on the building by the way. Not a good position for infantry. They can basically just deny it to the enemy allies, and there's only basically one man at a time who can shoot there from the window while the rest are basically enjoying a break. They're going to just running up to the open front of the MG42. The effect is pretty rapid, and it looks like he rushed the sniper there with the country. In this case, the Russians will force away. Country backing in here as the MG4 turns about there. No Molotovs, though. She's going to have to rush back to the building. Even then, it's not going to last long. Sniper gets another kill there. Grenadiers moving up. Some lighter, very light action. They're basically engineers and pioneers moving over there again. Otherwise, all fighting, all troops going towards the right-hand side of the map. Second sniper for Krötentöten. Ost adding more grenadiers, just more and more grenadiers. Bullets raining down against the building. Again, the country there are not going to stand much of a chance of doing any sort of damage of any sort of larger kind. They're going to fall back. So he had it in a maximum here. That would have been great, but Crossfire never really went for that. Just a lot of consequence there, so that's a missing there for the Russians. And the Germans are not, well, too slow to take advantage of it. We've got more snipers there. Another sniper hanging about. 8 kills already. Country there pushed back. Bit of territory they're being lost to the Russians. But beyond that, not exactly any sort of major altercations. The Russians have been pushed back. A lot of the infantry and such has been rushed off. You've got a search now. They got an M301 as well. So something they can sort of lead away with the M301 basically spotting for the Soviet sniper team there. To ensure they don't run into, say, any German snipers. Though, of course, already here he has revealed his sniper team there, Mr. Dezman. Of course, the German snipers will be aware, and of course that is plural, 2 snipers, which means, you know, they could very quickly take up the Soviet sniper team if Dezman isn't careful. Of course, he's probably not quite aware that there will be 2 snipers there prowling the battlefields. But a lot of territory going to the Germans, kind of pioneers being pushed up to grab the fuel point there. Do we have any tech up from Deutschland? There we go. Krötentöten is moving ahead there. Russians, not much there from Dezman. Might be in here for guardsmen, which works. Crossfire's adding another engineer unit, but he's sort of built no buildings himself, no support weapon company with maxims and mortars. Pushing back there, looks like the effort here on the right hand side is sort of lessening a bit, sort of trying to push back to the left, and there we go. We're seeing here Crossfire's bringing more troops there, which could leave Dezman to sort of deal with the larger concentration of German infantry on the right hand side, which could result in Dezman quickly getting bled out if he's not careful. And particularly with the 2 snipers, which will necessitate that Dezman needs to launch a very rapid assault. Otherwise, I mean, any sort of slower pace there, and the snipers could very likely end up clearing out a lot of units. I mean, M301's in that regard will be good, but he probably should consider another one. But there he goes, sort of moving ahead there. Might get into this, what they. There we go. Could get a wipe there, could get a wipe there. But no, another gun of this there arrives, basically falls back the M301, does not pursue. Snipers get away as well. Still, that has rather left this side a bit more open. Sniper moving up there. Further pushing up here from Crossfire. Of course, you could try and push through the centre, get behind the positions here. That would be a very good move there for him. Very good flank. If you were to conduct it. Nothing further from here. We got Field Infirmary there. From Crossfire, nothing. Dezman, by the way, has of course gone for Mechanized support. M3 about to get knocked out. Main gun destroyed. Need to get out of there. Damage engineers trying to come up. They're going to retreat as well. The situation is a bit rubbish there. M3 about to get knocked out. Rather poor handling then getting out there. I guess there were some misclicks or some really awkward crafting. Either way, the M3 has some better days. I'm sure the drive. Oh dear, it's got abandoned. Clearly should have pulled out sooner, at least had some more forces then. Either way though, this man's handling of it got a bit punished there. Luck did not favour him and instead favoured the Germans, who now got themselves a scout car. If the word so far no further vehicles from here, that would be good. 222 or the 251. Still the Russians make good progress, ambushing grenadiers there. Also got the light mechanism all of a sudden for Krötentöten, who despite taking out first was a bit delayed there in getting it up. God damn it, Heinz, can't you go faster? 9, this is an American car. This is a damaged engine. Of course it doesn't work. MD425 hit. Benf, there we go from incendiary rounds. I was about to say, it happens like magic. Probably not magic, you know. Now go increase damage. Always one reason to use it. Of course, more damage also means more experience. Of course, means higher levels of efficiency faster. And there you go, the Russians assault being stalled. And there you go, Engineers out in the open, making themselves easy target here. I think they got some snipers of guards now clinging away there. Still almost 52 there. 6 kills. There we go. 22 guardsmen flanking in. Incendiary rounds almost knocked. Well, worn off. No troop support. M31 there being repaired. Still, the Germans have been pushed back here successfully. Crossfire was able to some successful attacks there, though stalled a bit here by the MD42. 2-2 moves ahead there. Like the Panzer Speedwagen, which actually was by 1944-45 not really in production. It actually been replaced by the 250 half-track, sort of with a 2cm autocannon, basically set up like that actually to sort of do that. So the 222, while handy, had one rather big problem for a reconnaissance vehicle. It could only really be used on roads. Off-roads, its utility dropped quite heavily. So they rather preferred the half-track version in that sense. So, little fun fact. There we go. Guardsmen utterly wiped out. There 2 scout cars and an M31 with grenadiers for light machine guns in it. It's an awful lot of firepower. And Ost continues moving on here with this small aggressive reconnaissance group. Nice little bit of mechanized madness. We could see the snipers there wiped out. Krötentöten pulls away his scout car there from the unit. There you go. Snipers trying to run. No one can run from the Wehrmacht. Nasty bit of damage there. Got takeoff though here from Crossfire, going for like Tango Command. We also got here Support Company up with a field gun arriving. Good. Nothing there from Dezman, who's got plenty of resources to go for himself. And there we go, the hunter control here with the mechanized group. 2 and the M3A1. Quite a bit of firepower there. And with that, the Germans have been able to push forward here. That large amount of firepower, sort of in a small compact form, as an to push back. The Russians quite well prepared for this. Dezman, by the way, has been heavily decimated down to very few units. They need to quickly replenish some of all those losses. Otherwise, I mean, Crossfire is going to take heavy damage there in the process. So that's definitely a dangerous situation there for Dezman, who might want to get a bit unit preservation further on. But then again, going for double snipes, of course, is a bit expensive as well. And then when you get hit with that, well, obviously things are not going to be pleasant. Well, for the Russians. For the Germans, I'm sure they're quite enjoying it now. They go another push here. Krötentöten snipers doing what they can to bleed out. Crossfire's assault here. 2-2 though. Match is being pulled out and then go wiped out. That was a bit unfortunate there by Krötentöten. Small victory there for Crossfire. They're running some more angry grenadiers like machine guns. By the way, Krötentöten has no MD42s, whereas there's heavy ones, whereas Ost does have one. Further pressure on the right flank. Engineers and snipers. Guardsmen push back. Dezman putting a lot of manpower into the snipers, a lot of manpower. Really, with all those scout cars and such, it's probably actually not at the moment the best situation, not without more infantry to properly screen them from scout cars and whatnot. Otherwise, I mean, they're just going to get rushed by the Germans and killed, in which case that's 340 more manpower, or 680 manpower down the drain. So right here, I feel Dezman is not reacting properly according to the situation. There's a lot of light vehicles, what does he go for? More snipers. And they're not exactly the counter to light vehicles again. He's not playing the British. He might have gone himself a bit too far ahead there. In which case he might want to consider if he's not been, you know, taking some illegal herbs or medication, causing him to lose track of time and army. Of course, they don't talk with a British accent, now do they, Dimitri? Yep. There you go, you have to get a lot of firepower. T-Center following up here, so really now Crossfire really adding into the anti-aircraft. He's got a lot of troops there, of course that could work out quite nicely. Half-Tech also makes him sort of more durable on the front line. Sure, he doesn't have to retreat all the time to enforce, but it can of course make him much more tricky to deal with in many senses, as long as the Half-Tech doesn't get blown up in case Crossfire gets silly. You got take up here as well though from Dezman. Tango Battalion command up, good. A Half-Tech got T-Center from him would be good. 2-2 they're striking at the enemy basically, sort of looking to do some reconnaissance, figure out what Dezman is up to. Sniper Squadron supporting here Crossfire, good job there. Need to get back here, but the Germans are very much in control now. They got pretty much 2/3 of the map. There's very little left there for the Russians. This little mechanized group plus all the other scout cars and whatnot really sort of done good for them. And again, Dezman's action has also weakened sort of the early Soviet effort. Telemines there, good spot actually, good spot. Since they're right on the way for Dezman, a bit of light anti-tank and artillery could certainly help with the light vehicles. Krötentöten taking up. What about Ost? Is also taken up. No support core there yet. We also got Panzergrenadier here for Ost. Guardsmen engaged. Panzergrenadier moving up there, firing away. Flanking in actually, very good move there, very good. And there we go, another sort of aggressive flank here from Ost, but in this case he's going to get punished. There's the T-70 there, 2-2 can there, M31 trying to get away as well. But he's actually, instead of trying to get back to friendly forces, he's continuing to further into the rear of the enemy. In this case though, 2-2 M31 and Grenadiers there wiped out. A bold move here, but continues being pursued by the T-70 also, probably where there's an air Half-Tech somewhere around there. I think that was a bit of a strong move, to put it mildly. Now, of course, it's all turning towards here. After these get a bit away, though, about to get knocked out, but still pushing back with jumps. There's only a 2-2 and a Pack 40 and some snipers, which, with a proper assault, they could actually push it all away. Grenadiers still flanking in here, also further pushing up. But a Half-Tech is still there, 7 kills. Veteran T2, T7 moving up. Plus, we've got the snipers in, of course. It can reinforce right next to the Half-Tech. Even better, of course, with Veteran 2, which does increase the radius, which you can enforce. Panzer's going to push back. Position there neatly held though by not exactly by a large force. A quick rapid assault maybe with some smoke laid down in front of them before two could actually quick sort of check this position, get the fuel cache and force the gems split up and set. Then I think sort of allows you to focus here a bit better. Pressuring up here. At least they're about to get the fuel back. They have to support again for the Germans. No support core there. He's moving for tier 4, so we might see some Panthers, Sturmpanzers and Panzerwerfers there from Ost. Good for them. No further, I think, take up there from the Russians. Sniper again. Dezman needs more infantry. He's basically all the fighting in that sense to Crossfire, and it's not really helping them. It's not really helping them. Team up with the Germans, who are not lacking in infantry. I mean, we've got 3 Grenadiers there for Krötentöten, Ost there with 3 Grenadiers, and a Panzer Grenadier squad. There getting sort of cut down. Might get the sniper there with the T-70 going in on the hunt here, going in on the hunt. Troops following up there. SM6 half-track. Almost got the second sniper one. Can Krötentöten survive? There you go. 2-2 saves it. Then knocks out the gun. Pack 40 turning back there. Another Pack 40 there. Ost knocked it up. You've got the Pack 40 which could be cleared out. A half-track tearing into it. The port mounted AA guns. And there we go. Wiped out. We still got another Pack 40 there. At the same time going for the victory point here, and you forward to the way to fire away there. Finally got some targets to shoot at. And Guardsmen, they don't have a lot of cover, there's basically what remains of the fence, and there we go. Immediately choosing incendiary rounds, they're really good, really good. I mean, it's nice to see someone actually appreciate the power of incendiary rounds. So many players they just feel like neglected or ignore it. And again, it's absolutely amazing on the right condition. And particularly note how close just shreds half the unit in one burst and the other one in the second burst. Of course, they're up close in the first place, but you know, it definitely highlights it's a powerful ability. We've got snipers adding in a bit there, so it looks like Dezman's realising he needs to pressure a bit here on the right side, force away forces from the left. For Crossfire time, good pressure there, good. Panzer 4 on the way though for Krötentöten. For Crossfire we got another Nation 6 there. For Dezman we got nothing else. I think we got some engineers there. Since he's basically got none, which might indicate he's taking upwards or going for a supporting company. 10 kills in the air attack, close victory 3. Field gun bombarding straight into the labyrinth. They're basically sort of locked down. Good job there by Crossfire. Explosions going off elsewhere. Guardsmen trying to flank about here. I think trying to try and catch the MD-42 from a bad angle. Not a bad idea. The bit more troops would be helpful. Or maybe the SM-6 moving up to bombard it. You know, blast away, knock the building down, kill the MD-42 crew inside it. Heavy Panzer corps up here for us, who can soon add in a Panther if he wants to, but there you go. Panzerkampfwagen there arrives for Krötentöten and the 7th Panzer. Guardsmen dealing with the fuel cache there, not bad, not bad. Noting, of course, no caches for the Russians on the other hand. Less good. Pioneers bringing up, they probably don't have much of a chance. The Panzers are going to also pawn that, of course, might do better. It looks like someone's there to pick up a flame from the fact looks like it from the Russians. Pioneers to push back, they obviously ditched that, no chance against Garth. There you go. Grenadiers still with the flamethrower on the other hand, might stand a better chance. There you go, half the unit gone in a single blast. Ooh, sniper wiped out. Dezman really needs to be careful. I mean, that's a lot of manpower that's actually been expended on snipers throughout this match so far. And again, it really means he's got not a lot of other units. Which again means Crossfire really has a lot of the fighting unless he gets sort of super value out of the snipers. And the problem is, Dezman's not. And one more again, SM-6 opening up. Hits a tractor instead. Good shot there. Sergei. There goes the pull back, taking hits from Pack 40 and Panda 4 there. Pull back the SM-6. Keep pulling it back. Almost got the Panda 4 there. Field gun opening up. You could see the Panda 4. The lost Krötentöten might have taken. Kind of a bit turbo confident. Almost got it. Use tracking. Use tracking. Tracking, comrades. Ah, missed opportunity. Remember, tracking can allow you to see further while at the same time still allowing to move. Again, also ability that I do feel at times is neglected by the Russians. Pack 40 opening up there, so just need to fall back. Coming from the German anti-tank, and they have to do what they can there. Good try and barrage the area. 2-2, they're still fighting there for Krötentöten. Oh, maybe. Either way, Russians falling back from here. No real pressure here. There's basically only an MD-42 left now, but Russians aren't doing anything about it. On the eastern points. Fresh counter-attack here. Crossfire's not adding in further armour. We got no doctrine from him or from Ost. We got a Panther on the way from Ost. We actually got time here for the mid-game analysis. Ooh, we got a mechanized armour company up here. T-34 on 6 could be a good move. On S-35. Could choose his post, could also be an addition. Either way, though, he's got some troops. The current situation, though, is basically the Russians a bit on the back foot. Again, Dezman's initial actions really aren't helping them. It's really leaving all the fighting to Crossfire. Again, you can note the difference here. 12 versus 8. Again, basically, Crossfire here is carrying Dezman at the moment versus Sturmtiger, Ost and Krötentöten. Partly because Ost, as it turns out, is a really aggressive player and also a good flanker, as you might have noticed. You know, he keeps sort of looking for weak spots to attack, search out any sort of weak targets, kill them quickly, do a lot of damage that way. He does seem to sort of get overly aggressive at times, suffer some aggressive losses, but again, you sort of keep the difference working. Pay off in particular when he gets several sniper kills. Really, Dezman needs more infantry, needs considering out some tanks to sort of support, work with it, push back the Germans. H-35 tank would also be a really good move there versus the Panzer 4, but also the upcoming Panther. In that regard, the H-35 would be an absolutely excellent move. Repair the H-6 flowers, get more infantry, Dezman. 2 infantry is way too little. Way too little. Get some conscripts, get some guardsmen, I'll just get more troops on the ground. Also lay down some mines here and there, so try to catch up the enemy tanks. I mean, the Russians really have, I think, laid down next to none, if they have at all. I mean, if they could just catch up some infantry, some tanks with that, that would be absolutely good for them. But again, Dezman is also flooding a lot of munitions, so really that's something they could improve upon. Crossfire, though, needs to choose a doctrine himself. He's got nothing there, consider something that would help him. Terror tactics, I mean, howitzer, yes, but others not so much. Otherwise, armoured assault might be the best choice. He could then sort of further take up himself. Maybe consider getting out some T-35s, some Sturmwing attacks, and then always maybe follow up with an IS-2 later on. I think, though, that could work for him overall. if you were to consider that. As for Ost and Krötentöten, they're doing overall better, keeping up pressure there. Ost needs to be a bit more careful when he flanks, needs to support it a bit better perhaps. For example, he's going to move in that Panther. I mean, a bit of infantry support would be good. Maybe a half to sort of stall the infantry in that way. He can keep up the pace. Infantry doesn't have to sort of lag behind. Plus, he can reinforce and such. I mean, that would be some good additions there for Ost. He should also consider choosing a doctor. I mean, they're all good. Elite troops, though, might be a good, nice addition there. Troop training, stun grenades, Panther tactician. It would certainly benefit him a lot there with Panther tactician in case, hands up in a messy situation. It might just save him in some cases. He could, of course, also use Spearhead Doctor instead. Bombing runs, Tiger Tank, Panther Tactician as well. A few options there as well to consider. As for Krötentöten, doing alright there. He's sort of taking a more slower approach there. Bit more head on, but as long as there's Ostas working with him, it can actually work though. Bit more infantry might work, some Panther Grenadiers, not so many snipers. He shouldn't be considering this, committing to the same mistakes as Dezman. A half-track would also be a good choice, but I would allow him to reinforce in the field and such. So that would also be a great help there for the Germans. Also, a thing to consider for the Russians, caches. I mean, fuel caches would be absolutely huge for them. But let's turn into the fight and see what happens next. And of course, the Russians will be applying more pressure from here, so trying to get into the flank of the Germans and get behind the position here. So just trying to sort of head into it. Still, Dezman half-tech has quite a reinforcement radius now, of course also speed. I believe also gained some combat bonuses a bit, so that does be a bit more lethal as well with those AA guns. Pioneers sneaking up the right flank, fuel cache has been repaired, good job there. Not a lot of players repair their caches by the way. And there you go, he's getting a Katyusha, considering the old situation, that's not going to help them very much. I mean, another great flank from here from, say, Oz, and that Katyusha could be toast. Garton moving up there. Nobody's hanging about there. So far, most of the finals need to move away from these and acting towards the west, which is rarer, really. I mean, most of the time the fighting sort of tend to just hang about here, so they sort of go back and forth. But now the fight is sort of here. Hey, half. Oh, that's a strafing run there. So he has gone for close air support there. 7th Panzer is getting support there from the Stuka Schwerpunkt, provide all the support it needs. Garten there pinned down, Garten up the grenade, and oh, Dezman's the MD42 lost just like that. Might consider maybe relocating, could he set up maybe a bunker instead so use it like that. But well, that's going to hurt. Dezman's the MD42 certainly hard to replace. There we go, got a Panther moving ahead there. No pin mount machine gun being added there though for Ost, no pin mounted machine gun for added anti-infantry. Panther's moving up with Panzer Shreks. He's really worried about any vehicles, it seems, but so far, not exactly a lot except the S&6s. Katyusha moving up there, so covering it. Mines down there. Interesting positioning by Dezman, really. Interesting positioning. So consider Nation 5 next. We've got a Mark vehicle on the Panther. Kill down the sniper with the main gun. Bold. Brazen. M60 moving into flank. They're coming on fire from the Panther. Might probably be aware of it, trying to get out the Panther. M60 moving a bit too close. Oh dear. Pathing problems there for Dezman. He's still rushing up the truckers. There's the Panther. Got spotted. He's basically stopped as soon as the Panther spotted it. Began opening fire. He's steady committed to it fully and got easily dealt with there by the Panther. And now the Katyusha explosive is trying to get it away there. Sadly, the Panther seems to have spotted it already. He goes after it, and there we go. Already here, this Panther has done a lot of damage, killing snipers, knocking out some sixes, getting the Katyusha. I think it's almost paid off itself already. There you go, we got 266 up for Crossfire. 2 light assault guns, and of course, here's the problem now. Mark vehicle still on it, and his rear is exposed, even to a field gun. So there you go. In that regard, again, we see it. Ost again, very aggressive flanking, which is actually, a trait not a lot of 2 versus 2 players exhibit, usually just sort of both trying to ground right. Here we got someone playing acting against a sword, that is Ost, and then sort of Krötentöten acting with a shield, sort of absorbing damage. That's actually sort of a more efficient combination. Oh wait, S6 knocked out. And of course, Chad lost there with the Panther. Again, Panther Petition instead would allow to maybe have a slight chance of getting out of there, but oh well. He still got the Katyusha, got his 6. Did he get the sniper there? No, not quite I think, but still did a lot of damage with the Panther, which will sort of mostly makes up for it. They've got the Panzer then moving ahead from Krötentöten. SN6 opening up. Veteran T2. A half attack for some reason flanking in. Maybe just a spot though. And another thing it does get actually yes, against Veteran is actually a spotting radius, allowing sort of Veteran 3 half attack to act as a decent spotter actually for your, well, say assault guns or tank destroyers. And this also applies, by the way, to the German variant. Time to get the Panzer 4 there, and we go. Panzer kaputt. Lost there for Krötentöten. Ostbarbie is adding in another Panzer Grenadier squad there with assault rifles. Engineers bring about. Conscripts as well.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
A half took fire away, 13 kills. Could Dezman here be playing for the eyes, in which case fuel caches would be absolutely necessary to speed up. It would also benefit Crossfire, who has gone for armoured assault. He's got a lot of manpower. So playing for the eyes too, maybe the T-35, but again, fuel is necessary for them. Again, they're having a hard time here. And again, they haven't really certainly pushed up the right side either at the moment. Seems like the Russians are a bit at a loss at what to do. Running just sort of trying to at least get a fuel point and hold it, and maybe get themselves more fuel. And in fact, we're seeing here the Germans having a better situation. They themselves are getting more fuel caches while attacking both fuel points. I mean, they're basically building up a massive fuel advantage versus the Russian opponents. Plus, of course, not endlessly getting snipers without having anything to sort of properly protect them. Elephant by the end of Krötentöten, there we go.
Elephant tank destroyer.
Rolling hit there with this high velocity 8mm gun, very well same as the one on the King Tiger and on the Jagd Panther. There's a bit of trouble with conscripts, mortar off, engineers flanking in. A lot of map control here through the Germans at the moment. And again, the difference here between Crossfire and Dezman keeps growing. I mean, there's one here between Ost and Krötentöten, but to some extent that's also more explained by the fact that Ost is playing a lot more aggressively. He's flanking, he's sort of looking for weak spots, which so far seems to be basically the centre of the map, and sort of taking advantage of that to strike out high-value targets. Which, of course, allows him to do a lot more damage. Of course, doesn't quite explain Dezman, because he's not doing that. Rushing at the sniper there with the low health, low numbers, not good there, not good. Dezman might be getting increasingly reckless as he seems to be having less clue what to do here. He's got plenty of manpower, but again the fault seems to be here, but again there's no fuel cache that sort of alleviates the situation. And again for the Germans there's plenty. They're getting 48 fuel versus 13. It's more than 3 times as much fuel. In fact, we're closing in 4 times as much fuel. With 4 fuel caches. And really, Ost is... I mean, he's also got the smaller force, but at the same time, he's basically giving it a lot more chance for armor. Plus, of course, Krötentöten can get more armor out as well.
Standing by.
Fuel caches are spotted by Garth. We got Dezman actually making some kind of offensive effort on the right side, finally. Putting in more of his troops. That is good, that is good. Elephant getting off a kill there. I believe an SN6 might have been knocked out by the Elephant and its high velocity 88mm gun. Got nasty stuff there. Grenadiers with a flam method cleaning up the trench most violently, and there we go. Forced away though, forced away. Troops suppressed, rifle unit going off. Assault here from Krötentöten, not really having the best of endings. Fuel cache knocked out. Panzer with the Panzer attacking into it. Not really the best idea there from Ost. Something up the centre, but 2 points to swing in the favour of the Germans. Russians things look not very good. Pack 40, they're about to get cleared out. Then this is a guardsman. Sturmpanzer 4 on the way. Interesting move there by Ost. Oh, half track is burning, kaput.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
Apparently he'd forgotten about that elephant after blowing up his previous assault gun. Bit unfortunate there for Mr. Crossfire. That's a harsh loss.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
He still got his assault guns, basically. Alternating another half track. That's his, I think, third half track, actually. But now he's actually had a lot more infantry. I mean, it's great, but he should have headed out sooner. Much sooner. More barraging in the west. Fuel point, at least they're being lost to the gunners. Briefly, they had both fuel point being without. I mean, the Germans still got 3 fuel caches, which offsets some. What? And there we go. We got a nice shot up here for Mr. Dezman. Heavy assault gun, Schwerer Boyer, or Beast Killer. We also got the Sturmpanzer 4 out, or Stupa. The Brummbär, I believe, was an allied designation. I believe the Germans didn't call it, saying there are no references in the sort of sources I've read. Again, they'd call it the Stupa, which is basically short for Sturmpanzer. Sturmpanzer moving ahead there, pinball machine going up, and there goes shot fired. Almost got the entire guard squad there. Ost moving ahead aggressively again. Rushing it far ahead of his infantry. Careful there, Ost. Careful. H-6 they're going on the hand. Flank exposed again. Seems to a repeat of his Panther. Oh, scheiße, Ost. I mean, it's great, you know, aggressive attack and flanker, but I don't know. Supporting, keep it covered right there. Hits a mine. One of the few mines actually laid down by Dezman. H-6 is coming in. Patrick's opening up there. Oh dear, they're about to get off. He's trying to close the quarter. Bombard. Almost. Forced away. Sturmpanzer hits the second mine, gets wiped out. Ost is suffering some losses. Krötentöten though being pushed back. Actually, surprising enough, looks like the elephant was able to transport in the right hand side. Where all the action was. The guardsmen have been not upgraded with the DP, which could also help them there versus the grenadiers. More guardsmen are arriving. ISU firing. Elephant slowly creeping ahead there on its mighty trip. Pulling back, and we've got another strafing run. We've got a marked vehicle going off. That's just Sturmwing attacking Crossfire. So the 3rd Air Force is also on the move. Maxims being pushed forwards here. Vega supporting, countries sort of holding back.
Do not let this trend continue.
Russians still sort of lacking anything to push forwards with. Guards moving up again on the right hand side, and basically it seems like all defences are being stripped away by Ost. Still trying to support elsewhere. There's them suffering losses. And we got another Panther 4 there from Krötentöten. More Panzers. Just the Panzerwaffe. Almost got the country there. I assume moving up here. So while Dezman's got moving up here, he's throwing everything he can to support Crossfire here with some heavy armour. Crossfire getting closer to an IS-2. Still going to take him about 3 minutes or so. Or maybe, yeah, 2 to 3 minutes sort of get the fuel for it. Of course, there'll still be the elephant to deal with. Needs something to deal with it, most likely by flanking. And of course, there's also another difference in that regard. The Germans so far, thanks to Ost, have displayed themselves as better flankers than the Russians. And there you go, another Panther round there from Ost. All that fuel is definitely helping out, then getting up more heavy armour. Panther 4 exposed, gets free. Nine. Krötentöten, what were you thinking? There you go, Panther moving ahead there. Oh, strafing run ensures the guard can't fire, but a lot of shots at rear of the exposed Panther. Moving up, it looks like he's going to plan another flank there against the Russians. ISU kaput. I imagine the elephant. Guess he got the kill there. Veterans who won. And there you go, Panther flanking against SU-76 there. Veterans who 3. Missed though. How do you miss at that range and like that? Come on, Heinz. Going in there against the SU-6 though. Drives past it. SU-6 still rather speedy. Oh. Bit awkward handling there by Ost. hit. That Panther's hitting terribly versus M6. But there you go, Field gun opening up their victory too. Panther gets stuck up into Monk bits. There you go, he's trying to drive through the SMCs. That's not how it works, mate. He starts having the rear constantly exposed now. There you go, high rate of fire. Quickly tests through the armor's health there. Bit poor Panther handling there from Ost. In this case, still basically resulting in the loss of the Panther. And there you go. Anti-tank strafing on this time, though, hitting nothing at all. HV5, tiny of range for Dezman. Crossfire close in the eyes too. Problem is the victory points are not looking in their favour. Elephant charges forwards for kills. Everything before it crumbles. The field's littered with dead and smoke from the burning wreckages. And there we go. Crossfire beats a very brave retreat there. Right side seeing more action. Pentagon is and such. Forcing back to the Russians from there. And there goes your 5 medium tanks while they're moving up for Dezman. One of these pushed away.
We are losing territory.
Quick strafe there. Engineer suppressed and Stuka bomb drop. Jericho Trump can be heard. Well, that tree definitely deserved it for whatever reasons. And we go Crossfire's Eyes 2 has arrived finally. Again, now Dezman is notably behind the other players here in the fight. Panther being held back here. Ost with more Panther Grenadiers. Points down to 5 here. 3. Oh, this is definitely GG. 1 point. 1 point left. And GG. Game over there. Victory for Germany. A loss for the Soviet Union. Largely came down to basically Dezman with a rather poor strategy on several points, and particularly in the early game it really didn't allow him to do much, didn't allow him to exert much pressure on the opponent or allow it to hold territory very well, combined with some early losses there, including the M31 there ending up hand over to the enemy because, you know, wasn't very well supported either, and of course, I mean, sometimes, you know, bad things happen in the case Kate did. Also, on the other hand, was able to take good advantage of it, do a lot more damage to Dezman that way, and that really crippled him further, and he never really recovered because he then, I mean, he stuck to the strategy he had, so, you know, revising it for the current situation he was actually facing. I mean, that regard, you know, Dezman was basically several steps behind throughout the fight as it kept on. It was only much later, you know, he actually reacted with sort of the right elements, but by that point, the timing had long since passed by. So, I mean, really, Dezman sort of needs to work on his unit preservation, his strategy sort of early game, not just relying on snipers, and also reacting better to what the opponent is actually doing. It's basically Crossfire carrying the fight. He did some early aggressive action there, but ultimately he had to fall back there, sort of just pushing forward slowly because Dezman couldn't do much else. So it basically came down to Crossfire doing the majority of the fighting, ultimately the majority of bleeding and dying, which all deny him a lot of resources. They go for the heavier armor, the bigger tanks, because, you know, Dezman, who should obviously at least try to exert some pressure, didn't, partly because he couldn't, because of the choices he made. So there were some big problems there. On the other hand, we had sort of the reverse situation, in the sense situation where such a thing, you know, didn't happen. Again, the Germans said, while going for sniper at the same time, had a nice mix of infantry. Ost, well, of course, Krötentöten then sort of pulled up the role of Crossfire. They're sort of absorbing damage at the same time, allowed Ost to be more aggressive, more flanking, allowed him to do more damage, basically again compounding the situation of Crossfire and Dezman. It's been really nicely played there by Ost. Had it not been him, the Russians might have had a decent chance of getting back at this, but because Ost played the way he did, you know, seeking out weak targets behind enemy lines and destroying them, I mean, they actually did a lot of damage there, made it harder for the Russians to come back, and overall gave the Germans a large advantage as the game went on, and it's pulled off more and more of these attacks. I mean, that's really great, and it's something I rarely see in team games. That is someone who actually decides to find out the weak spots, where the gaps in lines, charge in, do some damage, maybe get out there. And of course, that's what Ost needs to work on, getting the hell out there afterwards. I mean, doctrines with Pan Tactician or maybe some smoke bombs would have helped immensely there, but of course, that's for another time. Krötentöten played less imaginatively, but overall he played his role well. You know, just sort of more of a shield. Storm Ost, the sword. He's got a bit of butterfingers, so of course kept dropping the sword, had to get a new one, but overall nicely played there. Crossfire and Dezman, of course, poorer team dynamics again, overall came down to Dezman with a poor strategy. But overall, I hope you learned from this game. I hopefully gave some ideas for your matches. If you did, one, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers and thank you for watching. Bye!